Hi guys, this is Banished and welcome back to another episode for Banished. So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode. If you guys are new to my channel, go down below and smash that subscribe button. If you guys have been here before, well, welcome back. I love having you guys here. And if you guys love this video, go down below and smash that like button. Today guys, we are back with another episode for Banished. This is going to be the second episode for this week. If you guys were looking for a Transport Fever episode, we are basically done with Transport Fever for right now. We really don't have that much more we could do in that game. So for right now, we are going to be concentrating more on Banished going forward until basically one game releases, I believe, in 2 weeks. Then we'll be starting a new series. So for right now, we'll be concentrating on Banished and getting this city really built out for all of you, since you are all really enjoying this episode. But yeah, in the previous episode, let's just do a quick little recap. We had a lot of issues with food shortage, and we were running basically really low, where we ended up actually losing a good amount of our population. If we go into here and go to our graphs, you can see right here this huge dip. That was a huge wave of individuals dying off because of food shortages, basically. So in the last episode, we went ahead and we were like, well, this is not going to happen anymore. We expanded out all of our fields over here, and we added basically the ability now for us to get enough food in here where we won't have to worry about it. We are already at over 100,000 food, and we are cruising along really well, and this should just continue to grow in the future. So I'm not worried about this at all for a while. At the end of the episode, we just went ahead and we also extended out this little queue over here, adding a few homes in here with also a bunch of markets at the bottom, since this area over here is going to be more or less the new industrial, I like to call it, area for our city. So basically going forward here now, we're going to be building out this pier area. So we're probably going to work on building this out in today's episode, getting this kind of all situated and set up so you guys can kind of see what we are going to be going for in this episode and for probably the next episode too. So let's jump into today's episode just to get things kind of started here. So what we're going to want to do in these areas, we're going to need to exactly figure out what we're going to want to be placing in here. So we have a few options. We're probably going to want to be placing some industrial items in here, since this is going to be a quote-unquote pier area. Some fishing, some boat production. As you can see here, these are super cool, and I really like how these things look. So we're definitely going to be placing this in there too, just getting this kind of situated in these pier areas. Got to figure out exactly where we want them to go, or whether we want them out here coming in like this. It will be definitely interesting to see, but we'll have to see. I think we'll probably place them over here. But yeah, these are going to have a bunch of ships in here, so let's just jump into today's episode. I kind of don't want to waste too much time with the intro, like we've already basically done. So let's just jump into this right now. Let's get a few items built in here. Once again, this is going to be a definitely a very robust and lively area going forward. So we're gonna need to definitely grow this out, I would say, fairly quickly. So let's get a blacksmith in here. That will definitely be good. We're also going to want to get a few other things, such as a potter. Even though we just placed a potter at the end of the last episode, this will just be a good item to have in here. And we're also going to want to place a clothes maker. So we're going to basically have all the essentials that we need to keep this going. There we go. So good. We'll have this area start basically being grown here. And just to basically finish this off, make this look as good as we possibly can, let's get these finally up and running. Okay, and then a third level, which we're going to do that. And also this building is going to have the same kind of layout. Maybe that was not the smartest thing. Let's see here. I gotta see exactly how these are gonna look. That's gonna be like that. Third. There we go. Maybe so. Okay. And then this is going to go... I thought it would go like that, but apparently not. This apparently is... That needs to go like that. This then needs to delete out a few items in here, such as that. And let's just see here. Oh, that has to get deleted too. Okay. Yeah. Let's see actually more or less. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is definitely going right. We're just going to have to get this finished here. That worked there. And then this is going to have to go like that. Perfect. Okay, so that's there, and then this now is going to have to go like that. Cool. All right, there we go. So now we have this situated here. This is going to be like our little cornerstone here for this industrial area, and we're going to start building out this way. We also have to get these roads extended too, so that will be a nice little quick thing we could do. I also want to work on these trains. So now this is something that I have not looked into too much yet. They have materials, they have food. So I'm not entirely sure how trains work, but I think it'd be kind of cool to bring in a train into here. It looks pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but we have passenger wagons. You got some open wagons. We also have some goods. There's a bunch of different things that we could have in here. I'm not entirely sure how this will work. Maybe we'll keep this out just because this doesn't really fit with the medieval theme that we're going with, and I definitely want to try to keep that as relevant as possible. So we're gonna just not put any trains in here, and we're just gonna continue growing how we are. Alright, so let's just get this road all out here. Okay, we're gonna run that probably just like that for right now out here. And then we're going to let this start just growing and start building some of these buildings up. When these are growing, I'm also now going to start going in here and start laying some things out. And I'm going to come back with you guys with a little update in a few minutes. Okay guys, and I am back with the first update for our new industrial expansion. You can see over down here in this area, we are going to have a bunch of ship making areas. You can see in here, we have a bunch of boats that can be making all these holes. And the best part about making these holes, we need them to now produce to make these areas over here, which we have a bunch of wharfs that are going all in this area here. So definitely getting these shipyards up and running is really, really important. Behind the shipyards, we kind of have the meat and potatoes of the industry. So as you can tell, we need lumber, rope, and linens to create these ships. So behind here, we have rope making materials, we have lumber that can come over here from this mill, and then we are also building right here 2 factories that are weavers that we can make linen out of. So this is kind of going to be like the hub area right here for shipbuilding. We're going to have kind of the shipbuilding, I guess, area for our community. Also over in this area, we have areas to make some brick, and we also have areas to make some roofing materials if we would choose so. We also added an oil press and also a winery, just to add a few more different types of resources into our community. And as you guys saw already, these are now finally finished over here. We have at least this block going over here, and then we are also building some storage barns and what is this, a bed maker over here. So this is kind of our first little update for our wharf slash harbor slash new industrial zone that we are going to be building. This is kind of going to be all set up in here first. Once we get all actually the structures set, that's when we're going to go in and really start detailing everything. So first things first, we just got to get everything all set up in here and see how it all looks, and then we'll definitely get some more details going. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little update to see how everything is going along here. But yeah, we're going to get back into this, and I will be back with you guys in a few more minutes. Okay guys, and we are back. We have definitely expanded a good amount since our last time we have caught up with you guys. We've added a few homes over in this area over here, just to try to liven up the area a little bit more, where we also have placed a bunch of stores underneath, so then these stores can basically feed this area with some kind of supplies. We've also gone over here, we've added in a bunch of these ships that are now getting a bunch of food for us, and we've completed the look going around for our piers. Overall, I really like how this looks. I think it looks really nice, but we'll have to see how it comes out all together in the end when we finish everything. Obviously, we're nowhere near done yet, but we are definitely getting there in this episode. I really like how this is all coming along. But probably now the next thing that we're going to have to do is start getting into a little bit more of the decorating around probably this area over here and probably over in here. That's probably what we're going to do in today's episode, finishing up this area, and then we're going to finish this area in the episode after the next one. So let's get into this right now. The first thing that you want to do, kind of once you get everything all situated here, you kind of want to start looking at where are some areas that may be concerning to you, such as leveling out areas like this. This is probably the first thing I usually always do, just because I just like to get everything all leveled out so then we can actually place resources and stuff like that over these, because yeah, we're going to need to place paths, we're going to need to place a bunch of things, so getting that kind of leveled out now is a good start. So we're just going to go around and just get this kind of all situated. There you go. It's really simple, not hard to do. But yeah, so we have that. What we're going to do in here now is just simply make some decoration in here. I'm going to go ahead and do the decoration right now. Once I'm done with some of the decorating in this area, I'll come back and give you guys once again another update on how the decoration is going. Okay guys, and I am back. We have kind of spruced up a little bit of this area over here. You can tell we have over here kind of our building ports, with then a bunch of areas behind here. Kind of trying to build this little area out here with some materials that would be used to build a ship. We have a blacksmith over here. Then we also have a winery. We have a few other buildings here that we've decorated up a little bit. And yeah, it's definitely looking pretty good. As you come around over here, we have now a little square with a fountain. We have a bunch of flowers going around some of these barns. And then just keep coming up over here to where we are currently right now. We are right about over here now, just so you guys can get an idea of how long this kind of takes. Going and doing just this area here probably took me about 40 minutes to do, just because it is a lot of detailing back and forth, and you really want to make sure what you put in looks good. So it's a lot of going back and forth, figuring out what will look good overall. So for right now, the next thing we are going to be working on is this pier here, and I'm going to take you guys along on a little trip on how I go about decorating these piers and just my cities in general. Just because, why not? You know, I think you guys would like it. You guys definitely all keep commenting, saying how you really like how much detail goes into everything. So I'm just going to go about and show you guys more or less how this goes. So what I first look at is when I come to this area, I'm like, okay, this is a shipping pier area. We have ships that are going to be coming in and out. What is some kind of assets that would look good within this area here? So I'm thinking, okay, well, we're going to have ships, stuff that's going to be coming on and off, probably the boats pretty frequently. This looks like an area where we could have another boat technically come in if we want. So what I'm thinking in this area here, we have actually cranes right here. So what I'm thinking is we can probably put a few empty cranes over on this side here, as if, like, you know, if there was actually a ship here, we would basically have cranes here so they could load up the boat. So we're going to put a crane right there, and we're also going to turn this one, and I think we're going to put this crane right... Ooh, that's actually a really nice crane. I like that one. We're going to do that. We're going to do that crane there, and we're going to actually then place this crane here, and all we're going to have to do is delete this crane once it is placed back out. So there you go. That's kind of just to show you guys. See, we also have some boats, as you can tell right here. There's some smaller boats, and then we also have some larger ships, which we are probably going to end up using to decorate also the surrounding area as well. But for right now, this is kind of more or less just us getting into this area here. So what we're also going to do is we are going to put, let's see, some boxes over here too. I'm just going to speed this up just because I don't like it when the assets don't get built. It kind of just annoys me where I can't see where anything is. So let's see what else we could do here. We could probably put a storage facility in here too. That's another thing I was thinking we could do. So let's see. This barn is going to be way too big, but we could make this a little bit more interesting. Instead of just doing that type of normal barn, we can go into here, go to these kind of assets. This would be kind of cool. Here's a barn we can actually stick in here too. That would kind of, it actually looks kind of big. I don't think that one maybe is going to look good. We have this little locker. What else do we have? We have a dry storage, which actually that could work. Let's go to do one dry storage there. And let's do one dry storage. That's not going to work. I was going to do another dry storage on this side, but I don't think that's going to work. So we're going to do one dry storage on this side. I'm fine with that. Just kind of give another little building here. Okay, so this finally got placed. Let's delete this crane. Boom, gone. All right, so these two cranes are going to be here. Now, what the next thing we need to do is get some assets also placed that I think will look good, which if we go into here again and go to materials, we have a bunch of different type of decorations we can place. So definitely crates would be a cool idea because, you know, on ships we'll probably be loading some kind of goods, and we can also then add in here and do some barrels. So let's see, how does this look? Ooh, we can do bags. Let's do some bags. I kind of like that too. Okay, there's a bag. Ooh, there's a bunch here. Let's do that, and we'll probably just put one more there. So there you go. So that's just a couple more boxes that we place, because definitely we're going to need that to make it look like, you know, we're waiting to load up a ship over here. So that's kind of the first bit that I go with. The next thing, let's see. We have these little private, like, basically they're like outhouses. Let's see. I'm going to place one over here just as another building. Then what else can we do? We need to place something right here. So this area right here is pretty empty. We have these carts. How big are these carts? Ooh, that's a good idea. We could do this. Here we go. We're going to back in a cart right there. So that would look pretty good. And ooh, what else can we get in here? So this is kind of why it takes a while to actually build out some of these areas. As you can see here, I'm sitting here contemplating on what kind of resources we should be placing. That definitely takes up a decent amount of time doing stuff like this. So definitely a thing that you need to consider when you guys do go about detailing your actual maps. But I personally like it. I think it's worth doing it. It definitely looks really, really good in the end when you're done with it. Let's find, there we go, the American flag. Let's stick that right there on the end of the pier. Alright, so we need to still get something over here. We need at least one type of building in here. I don't know what would look good. This is going to be a little bit more difficult to figure out something for in here. We could do, there's a few smaller buildings in here. Let's see. Could do that. No. No. We could do a wood chopper. That'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, let's place that there. We're going to place a wood chopper right there. Just small enough asset that kind of will fit in the area. So now the next thing that we are going to look at doing is getting more or less the decorations for this area placed. So now we can consider what we actually want to do in here. So if I remember correctly, there is an outhouse that is going in here. Let's get this to speed up just a little bit quicker, which it's already sped up as fast as it can. All right, so never mind. That's not going to go any quicker. I was hoping we could speed it up so I could see if there was anything that was going to be placed there, but whatever. We're just going to continue on here. So there's nothing, as you can see, can get placed right here. It's too close to this building. So we're going to go into ghost objects. All right, and that's, looks like they're still not going to work. Oh, nope, there they go. Now they work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this here. And then I'm going to do the same like that. That just kind of will give a little bit life behind that building. And I'm going to do the same thing over on this side here. Just make it look a little nice behind the building. It also kind of hides some of the details and stuff like that behind the building. Alright, so we're going to do that there. Turn that. Place that. And just do the same. Boom. Alright, perfect. So that's going in now. Cool. Now the next thing we can look at is what else are we going to place in here? So we're definitely going to probably want to place some more I'm thinking also just some more materials in general, probably in front of this building here, because this building is looking pretty bland right now. There's nothing really over here. So once again, we're probably going to go back into here. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like that there. And then what else can we do? We got some casks, which those look really cool. We're going to place these casks. Can I place them? Place them here. Let's do that. And then, is there anything else I can get? Okay, so that's kind of really that portion of it. Let's see here. Can I also do... I want to get back to these posts. Yeah, I like these posts for sure. Alright, let's see. Where did those go now? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take one of these, place that there too, on the edge of the dock. Okay, this now we can put a worker in. Let's put 2 workers in there to get some stuff chopping. Yeah, it kind of works, fits in with that rock wall too, which I kind of like. And now we're also going to get some ghost plants in here. So as you can see behind here, it kind of looked nice if we could put a few bushes in here. It's obviously not going to maybe look 100% the part, just because the way everything is set up with the ships and stuff, but I'm fine with it. I think this will look good, and also you can see since it's a ghost object, people are walking through the walls, but that's okay. I don't care really if they're going to walk through walls and stuff. Alright, so that's good. That will go in there. We need to also get a few more plants over in this area here. So let's think, what would be a good plant over here? What do we have? Okay, I kind of want to get a flowered one. That could work. We'll put 1, 2, 3. I'm fine with that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Just go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Perfect. And then we're going to place some more resources over here. So let's do that also now while we still can. Okay. So yeah, we have a bunch of boxes, it looks like, over here. So we're just going to keep piling them up over here. And then let's get some casks and other stuff also in here, just to keep this looking, there we go, a little bit, I don't know. I like it to look a little bit, variety, like to have the variety basically be different between all the different types of assets. Okay, and that should be good too. There we go. So that's good. And then we're gonna stick a cart though in here now. Perfect. We're gonna do that probably. Let's do a cart just like that. Okay. So now you can kind of see more or less how this is looking here. We also need to add a few paths in just to kind of round this out a little bit more. Let's go a path there and a path there. We're going to also add another path like that. And we're going to do the same thing right there. Okay, cool. Not too bad overall. I'm liking this though. I think it's coming out really well. We're going to also just continue this down like that. And we're going to do the same thing here. Continue this all the way down. As far as it can go to there. And now we're also going to have to do the same in front of this building here. Let's see. So this is going to have to come out of the storage building. And this will turn this way. Perfect. Okay, cool. There we go. That just adds a little bit more to it, as you can see here. We're definitely getting this coming along pretty nicely. I really like how this is looking. Let's get that to just be like that. Cool. Okay. Now kind of the last things we really need to do is just add maybe a little bit of decorations. I don't know. We're going to just take this and bring that down like that and just do the same thing there. And screw it, we're going to do the same thing like that too. Because this is all going to be a pier area. We should definitely make it look the part. Alright, and let's do that. And that. And this. And that. Okay, perfect. Now kind of the last bits we're going to have to do with this pier. Once it becomes... once it becomes summer again, basically, we're just going to go in here and kind of touch up all of the paths that we placed in here. The few things that we can basically do Here, let's just show you guys now. Under here, we have ghost objects. Oof. And these ghost objects, basically what we can do is it allows us to kind of like extend our paths, and it looks really good overall. So we're gonna have to do this just in a few areas like this, and probably like this, overlapping, boom, 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 and we'll probably just go like that too. There you go. It kind of makes it look more realistic once the summer comes. You'll see what I'm talking about once that time comes. And then we're also, I'm just going to do this because I want to have some bushes. And we're going to go bush. Oh, I didn't want that one there. Oh, well, that's fine though. All right, so we just kind of finished up more or less how this pier is going to look. The one thing that we need to also finish is this location right over here. We have a pretty big area here that's just left open. And we got to figure out what we want to put in here. I'm not entirely sure. There's probably a few things. Let's see if there's anything food-wise that could fit in this location. I highly doubt it because this is a fairly, I'd say, small area. And food, usually resources are pretty large. Yeah. Yep. All right. So nothing is going to fit really in there for us, it looks like. Unless we can get a water tower. But I don't think that's going to work. No, we're too close to the edge to get this water tower to work. That'd be cool if we could get that in, though. Alright, so that's not going to work, it looks like. The next thing that we could look into is how about any other resources in here? Or even in here. I don't even care. Anything that would work. We got some stuff here. Nope, no Native American stuff. That's not going to fit. You know what we could do? I have an idea. We're going to go into here, go back to here. We are going to go to cranes, and we're going to add just a few cranes over here. Similar to what we had. Let's go just like, say something like that. And we're going to do something like that. So that kind of spruces up this area a little bit more. And then what we're going to do just to make it look better, let's go into resources here. And we are going to add now some containers just to get this looking a little better. Okay, let's go change this. I want bigger boxes. And let's do the same thing over here now. We need to go and get some resources here. Okay. Boom. What else can we get here? We already got bags. We got that. We got that. We got that. Got these. What else can we do? You know what idea? We're just going to go with that. Perfect. And then we're going to just put one more back there. Good. So this kind of just gives a little bit more resources out of it. And I think we're just going to put some bushes over in this area to kind of finish this up a little bit. And can we do actual bushes? That's the question. Yes, good. We can actually. I'm happy to see that. Okay, cool. So we're going to do some real bushes. Perfect. There we go. So that kind of finished up more or less of that area. And then just to finish this to make it look a little better, let's just take that. We're going to place that like that. And that like that. And let's just get that a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of more or less what I kind of do when it comes to all the piers. That's already out of 10. Let's speed this up so you guys can see what it looks like here when springtime comes and everything's finally bloomed. Well, it looks like springtime is coming right now. So that will be perfect. I can show you guys kind of more or less what I'm talking about. But overall, yeah, this is definitely going really well, our build. This is kind of probably where we're going to end today's episode. Just because this is definitely taking a very, very long time to build out. As you guys can tell, this right here just took a couple minutes to do, and this also took a long time. So to finish up the rest of the pier, it's definitely going to take a while to get everything all beautied up and finished up. So we're definitely going to just have a little bit of time waiting in between, you know, just getting everything all finally situated for you guys. And yeah, we'll probably get back to this, like I mentioned, in the next episode. So that will be good, and we can definitely get this kind of finished up then. So, but yeah, as you guys can see right now, this is now more or less the final product for our pier. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the pier in the comments section below. Personally, I really like it. I think this looks really, really cool, and it works really well. It's functional. We have ships in here that are going to be going out to get food. We have fishing docks over here on the ends. So overall, this is definitely a full functioning pier, and we're going to have to continue this down to the remaining piers in the future episodes. But once again, guys, my name is Banished. I hope you enjoyed this episode for Banished. If you guys enjoyed this episode for Banished, like always, go down below, show me some support, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't subscribed yet, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this series, or what you guys would like to see different, or some more detailed work. As you can see, I am doing a lot of detailed stuff, so if you want to see more stuff, I can even get more detailed, and show you guys more about how I go through the detailing process. But I personally think that maybe you guys don't want to look at that all the time, so I cut some of that out for you guys. But let me know in the comments section below what you guys would like to see. If you guys are not following me yet on social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, go give me a follow. The links are in the description below. And on that note, guys, we are going to end today's episode for Banished. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see all of you in the next episode. See you guys later.